Counting down these seconds, I'm feeling like, whew, is it New Year's? Am I Skyping someone on, sniping someone on eBay? Howdy, folks. Let's get it started. Let me go to my channel's questions. Quite a few. Let's see. SJ Saunders says, hey, content writers fell off, huh? I resemble that remark. Hey, man, you're always welcome to write an article. I'd love to have another article from you. Why is this thing sideways again? Aggravating. All right, let's move on. Got a lot of questions here. Mason asks, have I read Master and Apprentice? I don't believe so. Will you be reading High Republic books coming out? Nope, don't read New Canon. Not interested in it. Don't mind if anyone else wants to read it, but not for me. Daniel Beals, you're in your board game collection. What game have you played the most? Well, Daniel, Stramac Baseball. My season started today. I played 9, 10 games, I think. No, wait. 5, 10. Yeah, I played 10 games today. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Such a fast game, throwing dice, everything. Love that game. That's why it's high on my vintage. Wasn't number one because I had to shorten my season by about a third of the games I usually play because now with the girls, I can't play a full season anymore. And that kind of dampened a little bit, but I am happy to have it back. Like I was chomping at the bit to get the season started ever since January 1st. I used to do it April, late March, whenever the first pitch of baseball was, but I couldn't wait anymore. So I said, okay, I'll start during first day of spring training. And so mid-February, I started my season. Like, yes. And I remember it was just a few years ago. I was like, man, January, I have to wait until spring training to start playing my season. I went, who says I have to wait? It's a new year. Let's do this. There was one year I even played 2 seasons. I finished it in the early summer and then missed it. So when fall came back, I played it again. I played a fall league. I only did that 1 year. That was back before I had a wife or kids because I have so much fun with that game. Let's see. All right, Emmanuel says, which one would I recommend first, the Thrawn trilogy or Jason Solo's Legacy of the Force trilogy? Well, I've consistently said Thrawn trilogy is where I think that's how I would suggest people to start. If they want to start Truce of Bakura, I'm for that too. Or if they're interested in the Old Republic, there's different places to start. If they're interested in the prequels, there's just different places to start. It just depends on what they're interested in. I'd go with what's interesting in. But yeah, someone mentioned I put January 2020. It's 2021. Dum da dum dum dum. Let me change that now. That's funny. I'm not used to putting 2021 on anything. There, it's fixed. Just like that. Now someone comment on his post and say, dude, what are you talking about? The comment's fine. I'm kidding. Don't do that. All right, let me get back to my questions here. Bum, 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 bum. Now that's back. Thank you for that. I don't even know why I didn't see that comment earlier. Oh, hey, happy birthday, Alex. Alex's birthday is on Saturday. Awesome. What plans do you have, man? Matt, nice family photos on the wall. That was funny. Let's see here. What Sean says, what is your least and favorite EU piece? I'll talk about Sean. I think if I haven't already, I think it's this month. I'm talking about what things I didn't. Someone asked me a question. Name something you don't like about the EU. Well, there's a lot, right? I mean, I've said a few books I don't like, but if you're saying something in general, I actually left that up, Sean, for a Matt chat. So check out theexpandeduniverse.com. I think Matt chats are posting on Mondays now for some reason. I meant to do it Friday, but I post them all Mondays. But anyway, that is my favorite piece of the EU. We'll talk about. I really like New Jedi Order a lot, but I'll do a top 10 of stuff like that when I'm all done with the reviews. Lego Star Wars says, can you talk about your diet? No, it's high protein, a lot of chicken and eggs. Yeah. Chicken, eggs, beef, steak, fish, preferably tilapia for me. You bake it, you put pepper, you put salt on it, you put hot sauce on it, mustard if you need mustard. Do that. I do an egg scramble, which is delish. Had it today. Mushrooms, onions, spinach, eggs, and jalapenos. Lots of hot sauce, even though I regretted that just a few minutes ago. I'm sitting in a hot seat for more than one reason. I love spicy food. I love spicy food. My brother can't eat it anymore. He's a year younger than me. And he said he had to stop because of the issues it was giving him 6 to 8 hours later. And yeah, wasn't pretty. I almost thought I wouldn't make it today. Woo! So we're putting out fires more than one sense of the word. Anyway, though, but I love my hot sauce. Let's see. You can eat veggies in abundance of Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, okra, cucumber, too. So pickles are a great snack to have. Let's see. You can eat all those. You can. We had cabbage. We had my wife and I had made these cabbage steaks. We call them I don't know who told us this a long time ago. So I think my sister-in-law may have showed us this when she was on the diet. You slice up a cabbage into slice about this thin. You put some olive oil or some vegetable on it, and then you take those little red pepper flakes, and then you bake it for a while on low temp. And right as the edges are turning black, you'll have some black and brown, but those are the crispies. Those are great, man. Those are delicious. My wife will eat all of them. She saved me a few, so I got to eat them. But man, cabbage steak was where it was at, man. It was great. It was great. I miss it. I want to see if we can get it again later on. But celery, you can eat in abundance too. Just like your dipping sauce is really only hot sauce or mustard at that point, or anything, low-cal, sugar-free. Other than that, you drink lots of water or, unsweetened hot tea, which is what I have here. For if you need sugar, like every once in a while, I like the carbonated beverages. And so I'll get a 0-cal. Well, I do Bangs, the energy drink, because that's the only way I can work out. You should never work out on this diet. But I don't do weights. I just do the elliptical. I don't drink energy drinks that much at all, just a few days out of the week, if necessary. But when I get on the diet, I do drink it because yes, you are not getting carbs, you are losing energy. And I drink those just to kind of get me through my workout, my limited workout. It's a different workout when I do that. But I do the diet for 30 days and then I'm good for the year, unless they close the gyms due to COVID for 2.5 months. Then I have to do it again. Because I remember I was putting on the weight again. I was like, what's going on? It's not the holidays. And then I realized, doofus, you're not going to work out every day and you're eating the same junk. I don't eat all junk food, but I ain't going to shy away from pizza and ice cream when it comes around either. But I ate everything in moderation and then I go work out, balances itself out. But for 2.5 months when they closed our gyms, wasn't working out. And I was like, whoop, they called it one of my friends called it the, I can't remember what they call the COVID 15, the 15 pounds you put on due to COVID or something. I can't remember what she called it, but I thought that was funny. And I was like, oh yeah, I got that too. So I do this because I pig out over the holidays. There's candy, sweets, everything. I mean, you can't avoid it. Candy was like half off. It was like Valentine's February 15th all over again, man. They had chocolate boxes of candy for like $1.78. Big old Russell Stover's box. Yeah, I ate that whole thing. It's Christmas, man. Eggnog. You have a little cup of eggnog? Yeah, I have a cup of eggnog, Pig out in front of that celebratory time. But then afterwards, I've always traditionally done this. I do 30 days of the diet. I can do 30 days of the diet. In fact, I am thinking about adding on a few more days or a few more weeks maybe, because last time I did it, I felt awesome. The first 2 weeks, you're like, man, this isn't working. This diet isn't working. I've lost 0 weight. I don't feel any different. And then on week 3, you start to feel a little bit, something's, you feel a little bit loose in the pants and everything. I never weigh myself. I just go by my waist size. And then I'm wearing a 36 now and it's tight. I don't need a belt. And so that's when I know it's time for the diet. And after I'm done with the diet, I'll definitely need a belt or my pants will fall down. But then on week 4, anything after week 4, after day 28, I should say, you just start shredding it. You start seeing it by then. It really starts paying off. Then it's deciding how long you want to go. And then you got to moderate. Don't, when you get off the diet, don't go to the ice cream pizza bar and clean it out. You know, you need to moderate your meals after that if you want to stay at that weight, because your body is, once you're at a certain weight for a while, your body thinks, oh, that's the weight I got to get up to. That's why people, when they get off the diet, they gain it all back. Well, yeah, because your body's like, oh, I need to get that, you know, that fat and everything. I need to get back to that weight because your body's trained on that. But if you just reset your body, I can't remember, there's a name for this diet. My sister did it. She's the one that showed it to us. My mom lost weight and kept it off permanently. I mean, for years. She's gained a little bit of it back over the last few years, but she's lost a lot of weight. My dad lost a lot of weight. He did the diet last year. Doggone it, I can't remember what the name of it is. Maybe my wife will tell me. She was supposed to be here today. Like, she wanted to sit over in the off camera and talk and maybe talk, but she was in there with the girls right now. We just put them to bed. Can't remember what the name of the diet was. Anyway, if you step off the diet slowly and eat responsibly, and you can eat a little bit more. I mean, you can have lettuce and salad. Salad can have tomatoes. It can't have carrots. What else did I put in my weak salad? Well, I put some olive oil, and then I put the red pepper flakes in there, and I make a little salad every once in a while. Usually it's the egg scramble. That is my absolute favorite. I could eat that. I eat that even when I'm off the diet. I eat the egg scramble. I love the egg scramble. I am trying chicken for a little while, and then I'm going to go to fish for a little while. Steak every once in a while. My wife wants to do steak, and then hamburger meat every once in a while. I think that's what we had today. I don't think I had any though. I think I just had those cabbage steaks. Those are pretty good. And oh yeah, we had shrimp too. Shrimp is okay, even though it's kind of expensive. But my wife wanted to get some shrimp. She found a good deal on it, so we got some shrimp. That was pretty good actually. Shrimp was pretty good. And yeah, so I just do it for 30 days, and that way I stay in my size 36, which, you know, isn't bragging. Some of y'all probably size 32s. I was a 32 in high school, and then almost instantly went from 32 to 36. I had maybe 2 pair of 34s. I may have 1 more pair of 34s because they were really nice jeans. I loved them, but I grew out of them quickly in between my college years. Like, somewhere in college, I went from 32, and then and they were so tight all the time. And I finally got 34s. Like, oh, these are better. And then by the time college was over, I went to a 36, and that's where I've been ever since. And so, you know, and then once the diet's over, I could probably fit into a 34. It'd just be a little snug, and I don't like anything snug on me. Nothing. My wife loves snug pants. In fact, for the theater show I was going to be in, the director fit me in some tight pants because she wanted me in tight pants. It's like, okay, and they hugged my waist. I hated them. So what I did, without telling her, is I started doing the diet. Just bits of it. I started eating more of the regular stuff, and I was shredding weight again. And I didn't tell her. And those pants were fitting looser and looser. And I wanted her to be surprised. But I had not worn the pants in a while, and we were about to do dress rehearsals. It was the week of the week when the pandemic came. You know, that first weekend it hit. That was the weekend of my show. So leading up to it, we were supposed to do dress rehearsals, and she was going to get pissed because I was going to show her that those pants weren't fitting me now. They're nice and loosey-goosey, you know, because she was going to be shocked because she had seen me every day. So she couldn't really tell that I'd lost that much weight, but I'd lost a lot of weight in my waist. But anyway, of course, it didn't happen. And oh well. Anyway, so there's the diet. It's a nice little diet. If my wife comes in here, I'll ask her, but I can't remember what the name of the diet is officially. But I take a little version of that. You're not supposed to work out on the diet. I know that for sure. She got mad at me for doing that. But with bangs, you can do it. I don't have as much energy, but I still want to work out a little bit. I just want to keep that habit. I don't do it too hard, not as hard as I usually go. And I could start using the treadmill, but I don't like the treadmill. I mean, I love the treadmill because it's easy. I hate the elliptical, so I do the elliptical. Oh man. Belgium. You're in Belgium, man. Yeah, I need to do a morning stream sometime. I mean, maybe early one morning, get up and do it, even though it'd be like this the whole time. Do I have any contacts in the French fandom? If you ever travel to Belgium once, you are welcome to my house. Brother, I'd totally go to Belgium. I knew someone, my French teacher was Belgium. She made us Belgian waffles, which are really great, really great. I mean, excellent, best type of waffle you can have. And then she brought over, when she came back over to the States, she brought some Belgian chocolates one time. That was really good. So yeah, I'd love to go visit Belgium. My French sucks though. You're gonna have to be my translator, you know. But yeah, I'd totally go, man. That'd be so much fun. But it's a beautiful country you have. All right, Michael, let's get to all yours. What's your favorite Marvel Star Wars Legends Epic Collection? You know what? I hear they're all great, and I'm happy that they're doing the Knights of the Old Republic, but I don't collect them because I have all the individual issues. But I think they're beautiful, though. What's your favorite Jedi Knight from the Legacy era? Kip Durin. That's cheating, maybe. Saba Sabatine, if you want someone more particularly, but it's always Kip Durin. What's your favorite Sith Lord character from the Legacy era? I don't really know. If you're talking about the Legacy comic book, maybe Darth Crate. I mean, why not? He's cool. Would you like to rewatch some of the great Star Wars Holiday Special Edition? Yeah, I haven't watched that in probably 15 years. I'll be honest. I haven't watched it in 15 years, maybe more. Would I watch it again? Eventually. Eventually I will. But I haven't watched it in years. In fact, I haven't watched the Star Wars. Well, I saw Empire in theaters last year. But besides that, it's been, it's got to be at least 12, 13, 14. Ooh, did I watch it with my wife maybe? Maybe it's been 12 years since I've seen it. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen the movies too. But I've really enjoyed watching Empire Strikes Back in theaters. I wish they'd bring the other ones back too. But well, they brought it back because it was 40th anniversary. But, you know, they're doing all these comeback classics at my theater. I absolutely love the comeback classics. And, you know, maybe they'll bring back Star Wars. Who knows? Right now, Alien is the one that's back. It's a good movie, but is it Aliens? You know, I'd rather probably see Aliens if I'm going to watch one. But I love Alien. I think Alien is the second best. What episode of your favorite science fiction? Science and Star Wars documentary? I don't really have one. Which science fiction TV show are you watching right now? Not watching a science fiction TV show. Just finished Cobra Kai. We'll be doing our review on it for Saturday Morning Samaflan. Season 3 was awesome. Loved it. Right now, making it through Queen's Gambit because I heard it was good. And so far, it's pretty good. My wife is so interested in it. Like she will watch the last few episodes with me. We went through 3 last night. We'll do 3 more, and then probably 1 tomorrow night or something, or Thursday, or Friday, sometime. Don't know. It's a bit busy week. Test more. Would you like to read from the Science America and Popular Science or Mechanics document? Woo! Don't read those magazines. Okay, which is your favorite DC Universe superhero girl character besides Wonder Woman? Really don't like Wonder Woman, to be honest with you. I hate Wonder Woman. Probably Batgirl. What is your favorite Star Wars Japanese manga book? You know what? Never liked the manga books or manga books from Star Wars. Didn't like those. What do you think or like about the Star Wars comics being associated with Legends? I absolutely love it. You know, that's fine. You know, the Clone Wars comic books were okay here and there. You know, they were okay. I don't like Ahsoka, but anyway, Lego Star Wars, Clone Wars versus Star Wars, the Clone Wars, which is better? Never played Lego Star Wars, so I don't know. My nephews love Lego Star Wars, though, or they did back in the day. Tell us more about Wonder Woman in 1984. Actually, if you watch Prince of the Universe, which posted yesterday, we give a full review on it. And which is your favorite Star Wars original classic TV show? Original one? Well, I guess it's Tartakovsky's Clone Wars. Really thought that was good. Really thought that was good. And Jamie says, board game reviews. Bravo. Yeah. I found out that I'm 1 short for the month, Jamie, because one of my vintage games I got in was short a piece. And I just ordered it from the UK, but there's no way it is going to get here in under a month. There's no way. Not from the UK. Not with my postal service. I ordered shirts the week of Christmas, and it says it takes 7 to 10 business days. And that was what? 1, 2, we're on week 3. So yeah, it's well beyond. I mean, I know they had New Year's and Christmas Day, but yeah, it's nowhere near coming in. Nowhere near coming in. Even though it's weird, they split my order up. I ordered a mask and I ordered 7 t-shirts, and my mask came in 2 days ago. And I was like, why didn't you ship this all together? I bought it from the same person. Weird. Anyway, Babs, hey Babs, what vintage game did you buy off eBay? Because of the persuasion of your fellow YouTube board gamers that you wish you didn't, as it's not as fun as you thought it would be. Well, they didn't have they didn't incline me to buy this game. I just bought it back in the day when it was just me doing vintage board games. I was just looking at anything and everything vintage, and I said, "Oh, if it has nice pieces, let me go." And I got Key to the Kingdom, which sucked. It was awful. It was terrible. I tried to find different rules. Norm gave me some different rules, advanced rules to play with it. Hated it. Traded it for, where is it? Back Off Buzzard, which someone actually offered to buy from me. He really wanted a copy, couldn't find one. Back Off Buzzard's really fun. I think that was a solid trade. I mean, statistically wise, he probably made out with more money, but fun wise, he's regretting his offer. Key to the Kingdom sucks. It's totally terrible. Totally terrible. Back Off Buzzard's fun. Fun. Love it. Can't wait to play it again. Should play it again. Played some vintage games this past weekend. About 6 or 8. You can play vintage games like that really quick. Thanks for the board game question, Quinlan Voss. Let's get his thing. Oh, he's got a lot of comments on this too. A lot of comments on your question here, sir. Thoughts of the new Insider Collection Volume 2, which is the Legends of America, contains canon and legend stories. Yeah, that's really weird. I think we talk about this. I talked about this somewhere, either on someone else's channel or my own, or it's on the upcoming More Civilized Age, probably. It's interesting. It's interesting. First off, I'm glad they're reprinting the legend stories, bar none. I'm glad they're doing that. I'm glad there's a volume 2. Interesting, they're putting canon stories in there too. This whole situation is very interesting. Titan Comics has decided to publish these with the Legends banner. Okay, great. But they're putting canon stories in there. So technically, are the canon stories Legends too? Is that what we're being told? Or is Matthew Martin from the story group correct when he says, hey, there is no canon but your own. You know, you make up what's canon. So are they blurring the lines here? Because the new canon contradicts itself too now, just as much as the old canon did, except they did it in less than, 10 years. So it's interesting though. It opens up some questions. Do they have to put legends because some of the remember I did that building block video a long time ago with the little kitty blocks, but it's interesting to see that book, because now you're saying, well, if there's not a difference anymore, why can't we just have more legends? I don't know. I found that interesting, but I think it's great because people have been trying to get those Star Wars Insider short stories forever, and if you want them, get them. Oh, but it has new canon stories in it. Who cares? Who cares? Don't skip over those then. Skip them. Just skip them. I mean, I have that one, Force and Destiny, that says, hey guys, this is Legends, this is new canon going forward. I can throw that one out. I have Blade Squadron Part 2, which is was a first official new canon story. I have it because Legends, the last Legends short story from Star Wars Insider was Blade Squadron Part 1. So it's something that has a foot in both Legends and new canon. It's actually got converted to new canon, but it would start off as Legends. So I have Part 2. Part 2 is officially new canon. You could say it's the only new canon thing I ever read back in the day. But it wasn't that good either. But, just skip over the stories if you don't like it. Get it for the Legend stories. It's a great thing. It's a great thing Titan Publishing is doing it. And watch it. They're going to be doing more mixes of canon and Legends. But as long as they're putting more Legend stories that are hard to find, you should get these books. I think they're good. Thoughts on Jude Watson saying that Ferris Olin and Rowan Lands, in her mind, were a married couple. Well, that's called Dumbledoring, is what I coined the phrase. Dumbledoring is when J.K. Rowling said, I've always imagined Dumbledore gay. And you're like, you said nothing about him being gay, or there's nothing about him being gay at all, or even remotely gay. And you just said that later on just to kind of appease a certain market. I think Jude Watson's doing that too. I mean, and plus in children's book, I don't know about that. Anyway, do you think we will ever get more new EU? And if so, how big a deal and what stories could be told? I don't know. I'd love to have short stories written. I'd love to see that. Even short stories expanding the universe, from the Legends universe. Doesn't have to. I would of course love it to advance the main storyline, but even if they said, no, we'll do Legends stories that connect to Legends universe, but we won't do it with the big three. I'm fine with that. It's why that's the universe that I'm interested in most. I'd be fine with that. I've convinced 3 of my friends and an online acquaintance in becoming Legends fans, but I have a hard-headed friend who so far does not care about Legends. Any advice for him to check out Legends? None. Let him go. If he doesn't want to read it, that's fine. We can't force anyone. If something's interesting to him, you may want to introduce a book, a comic book, or whatever. But if he's not interested, he's not interested. That's all right. That's all right. Not everyone's going to be interested in the same thing, which is fine. Yeah. Let's see here. A lot of replies. Let me click on your replies here. Disney's made it believe the canon's full of contradictions. Well, it's not. You know, you have the quotes on EU.com. You have my videos of documented stuff. Let's see. I would just let him enjoy his new canon. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let them enjoy what they want to enjoy. Mazonox, I guess. What do you think about the fact that George Lucas was going to decanonize all Return of the Jedi, post-Return of the Jedi EU by a sequel trilogy? Well, which interview are we talking about? Because if you're talking about the Stephen Culberson one, where he said it was going to be that what was in the books from the EU, then no, it wasn't. George Lucas changes his mind every year about what he's going to do. And he said at one time it was going to be like the books. And again, the fact that he was going to decanonize, there's no fact. There's no fact. I mean, if you look at the earliest saying of those new scripts, which was the Culberson interview in January of, what was it, guys, 2014? He told him, he's like, you know, it was going to be on their kids like in the books, is what he said. And he wanted to focus on that. And George Lucas had a big involvement with the EU. Don't believe me? Check out expandeduniverse.com. Go to the quote section. All documented quotes too. Bernardo, being a smart butt, says, what's your hair routine? How do you become better looking than that, Bernardo? Well, just by natural beauty, Bernardo. Is it the hair length? Please share. Funny guy. Go check him out. You know, post mean comments on his videos. Say your hair doesn't look as good as Matt Wilkins. Jedi Acolyte, do you wish more RPG material like the Star Dragons and other things were used within the EU? Yes, but the thing is, truth be told, a lot of it was being used. If you look at Troy Denning's books, especially toward Fate of the Jedi, woo, he borrowed heavily from West End Games. I mean, one of my favorite adventures, Darkstar Campaign, boom, he took a whole story arc and an adventure that you went on as role players to get the codex. You don't know the reason why the aliens take it and then disappear. You're like, well, what was that for? Fate of the Jedi, they show you. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Yeah, they could have done more stuff. I love Star Dragons too, but they could have done more stuff. That's true. It's true. However, you can't get to it all. I do know that Joe Bongiorno's book is going to address a lot of that kind of stuff. So be on the lookout for that. Next question: given the polarizing nature of the Crystal Star, do you wish certain things in the novel were expanded upon or had more exposure, like the Kodrujai, don't know how to say it, Kodrujai species? It was interesting. Ghostlings were interesting. The werewolves were dumb. I don't know. I mean, Waru. I would like to see more Waru. There you go. That answer comes from the Geeks Addict too. He loves Waru. He has several copies of Crystal Star. In fact, I'll get you a P.O. box address for him, so you can send him a copy of Crystal Star for his birthday, whenever that is. With you already having covered the New Jedi Order and the Invasion comic books, do you think that a comic book miniseries would have been better than Invasion? Absolutely. ultimately, such as one about Kip Durn, Worst Skidder, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, yes, yes. Randy Stradley got his feelings hurt because originally New Jet Order is going to be one book, and the comic books were going to take the storyline. Well, then the book said, no, we're going to take the main storyline. Randy Stradley's like, I don't want to play with you guys anymore. And he goes away. When actually, he should have made New Jet Order comic books. He said, hey, guys, where can I fill? What gaps can I fill in? What small characters can I take? It would have made him a lot of money. Seriously, I would have bought the comic book too. Comic book talks about separate individual, smaller stories. And Troy Denning would have been happy to share the Grandmaster plan with them and and James Luceno actually was head honcho of that. But I think James Luceno would have happily shared with Randy Stradley. I think it would have been beautiful. I've already mentioned the faults about Invasion, but yeah, I think it would have been great. Babs just binge watched Cobra Kai 3. It was good. Yay! You said seasons 1 and 2 were better. Babs, we're gonna review season 3 of Cobra Kai Saturday on the podcast. So give it a listen. Tell me what you think. All right, Siberian Dream with a lot of Star Wars questions here. Then I'll get to everyone else's. Goodness gracious, I'm already up on the half point here. Okay, did you hear that more authors have stepped forward to say Disney isn't paying royalties? James Caan, J.W. Ritzler, Charles Lippincott, Michael Stackpole, which I did not hear he had stepped out, but that's impressive. He's the biggest name out of that. Picked up by the Wall Street Journal too. Yeah, wild stuff, right? I mean, it's sad. It's sad that it happens. But you said Timothy Zahn has said it wasn't about royalties. What do you think he'd say right now in light of the new info? He was dead wrong. Would he spin doctor this yet again? He told us to give up. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, Timothy Zahn still has a paycheck coming from Lucasfilm, and he's not going to talk bad about the employer. He's not. And I'll be honest, it's business sense. It's just business. It's just business. A lot of people wouldn't talk about, unless Michael Stackpole obviously knows he's out, I guess, but no one bites the hand that feeds them. Michael Stackpole has been very vocal at times. I've been in some of his workshops about how authors can do better than these major publishers can. And there's ways to make money, and there's ways to, get more money for your right. He said he doesn't hate Amazon at all. He gets more money for every book sold on Amazon than he does if you go somewhere else. So he's a very interesting guy to talk to. Maybe I should have him on. Let's see. Said it enrages you that you lost Expanded Universe because Disney is too cheap to pay royalties. Well, that's not why we lost it. We are getting Legends though. Yeah, let me skip ahead. Even if Lucasfilm doesn't want that, Disney should at least want the extra revenue. What can be done about this? Well, to be honest, Marvel wants that revenue and Del Rey wants that revenue. It's just Lucasfilm does not, for some reason, no one's given us a valid reason they don't want to do more Legend stuff. And we don't know why. I honestly think it's a deep-seated hatred of Legends, and that it was adored so much, and that they want their new story, and their new story isn't being accepted. And so they're, like a spoiled kid, they're not going to give you Legends because that's what you really want. They don't want to give you that. They want you like their crappy product. I don't know. Just me. You said, is it time for Plan B? No, I mean, like I said, the problem with Plan B, I like Plan B. Plan B is a group of, well-informed, well-knowledgeable, I should say, well-written authors to kind of take over the story. The only problem with Plan B is, like they've done with Wizard of Oz. If you don't know, Frankie Baum's Wizard of Oz is public domain now, but there is a group, the Keepers of Oz or whatever, and they make sure every story is in continuity. And very rarely do new stories come out because they have to make sure it's quality. And they're the ones that approve it. Now, I think they've got the Baum family interest, to say, yes, that's approved. Yes, that's approved. Yes, you can do that. But basically, it's public domain now, so they can do whatever they want with it, but they want to make sure it's done right. And I know someone actually from that group that has actually mentioned that. So Plan B could be Plan B. It could be a good thing, but the only problem is there's so many people with so many different opinions of how many characters. I mean, you kill off one character, an Anakin, Mara Jade. People are going to revolt and say, I don't want to read this anymore. So you can't be bold is what I'm saying in the new series. and that sucks. Now, if you had someone with authority, meaning they had contributed to EU, Michael Stackpole, he writes a fanfic about Corran Horn, everyone includes it in Legends. If he says it, he said, well, I feel this was a Legends-esque story, then everyone includes it in their canon, no questions asked. So you need to have someone in authority for that to work, who has some street cred on writing stories with Lucasfilm. I mean, to be honest, all that unpublished stuff by some of the authors, like you look at Joe Bongiorno's upcoming novel, which is based off I can't remember, I think it was a 6-part series for Star Wars Insider or StarWars.com. Yeah, I would consider that canon, because it's going to fit in with the old Legends universe. But then you have, I can't remember his name. After West End Games went down, he uploaded all the short stories that he had ready for them because he had written ahead, and he uploaded them on his site. All that stuff, is kind of part of the legend. I would accept those. I have those. So a lot of that unpublished stuff to me, like Heart of the Jedi, Legends, if Escape from Dagu ever came out, Legends, I'd do it in a heartbeat. So I think it'd be fun. If someone like that, of that caliber, shoot even Kenneth C. Flint if he wanted to write another one, as long as he had a good editor that knew the continuity. I may even accept that too. I don't know. So that's what has to happen for Plan B to be good. All right. If Disney is finally forced to pay royalties, they'll just cancel production and reprints of Legends altogether to make up for it. Nah. That's bringing in money for their subsidiaries like Marvel and Del Rey. They're not going to stop them from reprinting it, but for some unknown reason, they can't. I know for a fact they cannot. They're asking for Legends, and they've been told no for new Legend stories. Maybe that will change. It may have to take a big shakeup at Lucasfilm for it to change, but that'll have to change before they can. But I know Marvel for a fact. Well, you guys know. Talk to Matthew Rosenberg. There's a lot of EU fans in Marvel. You talk to Del Rey. There's a lot of EU fans in Del Rey. They want those books. They want to share more of those stories from that old universe. They're just not allowed to. What do you think about the rumors that Filoni and Favreau are going to lead up Heir to the Empire on The Mandalorian? They might do that, because Filoni, that's the only book he ever read was the Heir to the Empire trilogy. They'll switch everything up and make Ahsoka the head of that, though. Dumb. It seemed, but a lot of people like Mandalorian. In fact, I got a few text messages about it tonight. It seems the official live stream for the new TV show Oversaturation has Kennedy learned nothing, shows their sequels are still part of the timeline. What do you think about this? I mean, yeah, all the TV shows. I think Bruce and I talked about this on Prince of the Universe like 2 weeks ago. I think I wasn't impressed. Will you ever? But I mean, it's for whatever. I mean, if new canon people they rejoice over that stuff, good. I'm happy for you. It's not for me. Will I ever listen to the KOTOR 2 music? I need to. We did that. We did that A More Civilized Age a long time ago about music, the music of the EU, and I really want to listen to those soundtracks. I think I know when I'll do it too. I think I know when I have the time. Anyway, VR says, considering that reading books is considered by many people to be an intensive activity compared to watching TV or movies, do you think the Twin Suns Foundation is effective at promoting reading and an enjoyable activity? If not, is there a better way to do so? Here's the deal. You may think it's burdensome. I love it. It's not burdensome to me. It's not burdensome to a lot of people who love to read. People who hate reading, yes, it's burdensome to them. Would people rather watch TVs and movies? Yeah, it just depends. I'm not really a big TV movie guy. I watch TV and movies, but I'd rather be reading a book. I'm reading one right now, rereading the Silo series. We're going to review it on Prince of the Universe on book 1. Rule, it's going to be great. Got to check it out. It's a great series. I love this series. So I love reading books. I read an entire bookshelf last year. An entire bookshelf. Okay. So for me, it's great. I think what Twin Suns Foundation is doing is awesome. They're awesome at their job. They encourage kids. Kids maybe don't like reading, but they love Star Wars, so they'll read Star Wars. I went on one donation drive for Twin Suns. It was awesome. Loved it to death. So Twin Suns Foundation doing excellent stuff. Do you think by including EU characters like Thrawn in new canon TV shows, and films like Rebels. New fans of Star Wars would inevitably think that Thrawn and similar characters are unique to the new canon, thus drawing less attention away from the old EU. I mean, possibly they just don't do their study and they just probably don't know. So yeah, I mean, probably so. But then when they do study, they do find out. Then they eventually find my channel. Then they eventually start asking, whoa, I never knew about this new canon stuff. Goodness gracious, that took 40 minutes. That took too much time. Oh no, Tony, I don't see your first question here. I see Quinlan Voss responding to it. Hey, Mr. Met or Kyle, let me show these. Mr. Met or Kyle Katarn. Mr. Met. Coming on, man. Have you heard about Clone Wars Journey Through Hyperspace 3D British picture book? No. Undiscovered 2021 EU piece. Oh, okay. Whoa, what happened? Wait. What happened to those comments? I don't know what happened. Everything went blank. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. That is really weird. Okay, so new ones. What are your thoughts on the Pablo Hidalgo controversy? I will talk about that on A More Civilized Age with my good friends Todd and Luke, which were great to talk to, from Scandals Cantina, and Ryan from RK Outpost. See, I'm missing a bunch of comments. Hey, Josh, I responded back to your Skype, man. I'm sorry. I wasn't around. You must have Skyped when someone else had my laptop. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yep, addressed that earlier. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Man, it's good to see Chris. Chris did a stream. He showed a bunch of his promo stuff. It's fantastic. You need to go back and watch that. You can stop when I tune in. It just goes downhill when I tune in. But his stuff is, that was just a great stream. I had a lot of fun, though. Not have Patty Jenkins direct anything ever again. Send her to Star Wars. Oh, wait, she is doing a Star Wars movie. Thanks, Michael. How have you been? What you been playing, Michael? What games you been playing, man? I decided to wear my hockey jersey today. I almost wore my Mets jersey because that Mr. Met comment I saw. Yeah, he's pretty fly for a white guy. Yes, I do. There it is. The quarantine 15. That's what she called it. The core, because we were on lockdown. That's the first lockdown. The quarantine 15. So that's a thing, huh? Yee. I know, for real, right? Almost could be him. Wow. You know what, Michael? Kids are really smart. Twilight Imperium. My little nephew is 9. He played for the first time. He didn't do good, but he didn't do bad. Actually, he was leading. He was probably 3rd place out of 8 people. We played 8 people with the expansion, and I think he got 3rd. I think he got third on his own. He was really good. I mean, now there was a tie. He was tied with two other people, but he was doing pretty good. 9 years old. Kids can figure that stuff out, man. I think I started my other nephews when they were 9 just because I wanted someone else to play with. I thought it was a great game. You don't want me talking about the Red Wings. It ain't going to be pretty. That's why I have another one. I have a white red. My brother gave this one to me for his as his wedding present to all the groomsmen. I was like, shut up. He all gave us jerseys. He knew I had a million Mets jerseys. I only had one Red Wings jersey, and it's white, so I don't want to wear it too much out because I don't want to spill something on it. You know, because it'll stain. Even though sometimes the Tide pens may get it out, but it'll still stain a little bit. And so he got me this one. Whoa! Maybe 5 times I did 0 cardio. Hey, there you go. Air fryer. I need to get an air fryer, Tyler. And by the way, congratulations, man, on losing that weight. But I need to get an air fryer. My wife and I are curious about. I just don't know what to do with one. I've seen them on TV and I've seen commercials and stuff, but I don't know how it works or whatever. I hear it's great, so maybe I should get one. Boy Scoundrels was terrible, but I don't know. Probably Choices of One, just because he teased us with the Luke and Mara barely meeting each other. And I was like, what is the purpose of this? But yes, I agree. Scoundrels is terrible. Did I say that was my least favorite? Maybe I did. I can't remember. I thought about a long time ago, someone said, can you do a video of you making your egg scramble? And I was like, that'd be boring. But I played it through my head as I was making it today. What do you think your daughters will think of your YT? I don't know what YT stands for. I'm sorry. Wait, I know this person, but you're aware. Oh, YouTube. Oh, I don't know. I think they'll have fun with it. I love to have them on when they start talking. I mean, I have them on right now, but when they start talking and everything, I think that'd be a lot of fun. Have them on. Don't know what they'll be interested in, but Daddy will join them. Look at that. Vinny laying down the healthy stuff. There it is. Yeah, maybe so. I mean, it's not. I'm not a chef. It's almost it's a step above college kid food is what I call it because I can't cook. But I do feel like a chef when I prepare it, and I think it's delish. But I put it on the spicy side a little bit too. But oh, it's great. Forgot about I put red pepper in it too. Love it. Spicy. I've heard that, but I'm addicted to bangs right now. It's really good. That's funny. What I did for Christmas, spent time with my family. New Year's Eve celebration, spent time with my family again. Both times, the whole family got together. It was a lot of fun. Now, are they Red Wings? I used to love Red Bull a lot. Used to drink a Red Bull. I used to only drink energy drinks when I was driving on a trip because that's the only time I really needed them. I didn't want to drive. Never really drank them that much, except when I was what was it? I had an early shift. I was working from 6 in the morning. I started at 6 in the morning to whatever, and I always got Monster. No, it was Full Throttle Blue Demons. Had one of those every day, and I was like, I need to stop this. And then I do Red Bull only if I'm driving because and weird enough, I get tired between 2 and 7 in the evening. After 7 o'clock, I'm good. When it gets dark, I'm good. But for some reason, when the sun's going down, I just get so tired. So I have to have an energy drink with me then. Before my diet, I'll do energy drinks every once in a while, usually on Sundays because we're up early going to church and want to make sure I can stay awake. And maybe on Saturday if I need it after a long week, or if I'm, training a class and I think I need one, but it's only, it's like break glass for emergencies. Don't drink that many. 1 or 2 a week, maybe 3 tops. But on the diet, I treat myself. It is my sugar you know, my 0-cal sugary beverage I like to have to treat myself. And you know, it's carbonated, so it'll, you know, for me, it helps me fill me up. You can also get, if you want something else, you can do a protein bar. I've done protein bars in the past. I've done the protein cookies. I can't remember what the Larry and whatever's protein cookies. Those were great. I don't do those anymore, but you could do a protein, but I would only do one, and I would eat that at night because you get the hungriest at night. You can do it during the day if you want to, but I remember I only allowed myself one protein bar or protein cookie a day. I used to do that too. Maybe I should do that. It'd be fun. Like my protein bar. Someone told me that doggone, I can't remember the name of it, but Ryan Kendall told me about one. Quest bars, I think, that I need to try out. Amp. I've had Amp before. Amp's okay. That Coke energy is super cheap though. I don't know. I don't know. At first I said I was, but then I said, well, I have them all. You know, I have all the magazines. I got them. What do I need them all collected in one nice hard paperback? That's what got me thinking I may go ahead and get them, because it would be nice to have them all in one paperback. The only thing is, and this is only me, it's like, oh no, now I got to lump them all. Everything's in chronological order as best I know how on my bookshelf. And where do I put that Legends book if it's all over the place, you know? But I already have them. If I didn't have the magazines, I would definitely get them, but I'm probably going to get them anyway. Probably going to get them anyway because I really like that Titan Publishing is doing those. Really, really appreciate them for doing those. Yeah, the only thing here is I hate being out in the cold. I go inside on the I go outside anytime I can. When it's nice, me and the girls were outside playing on the playground in the back. We have a little swing set now. And we did that the day before that. It's been really nice the past 2 days. I want to start taking them for walks again. I used to take them for walks, and everyone knows this. I take them for walks in the evenings all the time. When it gets warm again, we're going to go on walks again. So much fun. Norm, hey, yeah, Norm, Marvel United. When they do season 2, whatever, their Kickstarter, I'll probably go in the all-in package. Maybe. Almost bought it. Someone offered me their all-in package at cost, and I almost bought it, but then I said, oh wait, they're coming out with the season 2. I'll just wait till then. That was Sunday. Offer was made to me. But Marvel United looks really good. I'm not really a Marvel guy, but that's one I'd get. Hey, you asked a lot. Where most of the EU contradictions retconned? Yeah, most of them. Not all, but most. Oh, I hated him. Hated Jar Jar. Yeah, Anakin. Could do Anakin too. Hey, man. Yeah, we're Scoundrels Cantina. We're gonna do we did More Civilized Age. Great. It was a great show. I really loved that show. Talking to Todd and Luke and Ryan is so much fun, and that will come out I think Thursday. So you definitely want to check out that More Civilized Age. Hi, Lance. I'm doing great. Sebastian Shaw. I have them. They came as extras on one of the DVDs, the original versions. They actually came out in DVD once. Probably should watch those next time. I think I've already answered this question. I didn't mind. I don't mind that because they're still hard. You skip over the stories. Skip over the canon stories. It's fine. It's fine. Or maybe those canon stories are now non-canon. You know, but anyway, yeah, just skip over the non-canon stories. It's really fun because at least you'll have those legend stories collected that are hard to find. What are you talking about? I love Linda Carter. We're talking about Wonder Woman, the character. We're not talking about Linda. If we're talking about Linda Carter, I love Linda Carter. Hottest woman of the 70s. I watched all 3 seasons of Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. It's not that good, but Linda Carter's fantastic. I don't care. Spoiler. No. Wait till Saturday morning Avalanche. I'll give it's all spoilers though for Wonder Woman. No. We did Wonder Woman yesterday on Prince of the Universe. Yeah, I gave spoilers. I love the post-credit scene. That's the only thing I loved. No, I have not. No, I've came close, and I can probably say this now. I was going to be at the next one. That was the plan. I think Chris and Ryan and Brian and all of us were planning on meeting up there. And I was talking to Brian about getting out and going. I was talking to my wife about coming with us. She wanted to go see Disneyland. We have a lot of friends out there. So I was going to go to that one. Would I go to one in the future? Yeah, but they're not going to have one in the future, or not for a very long time. So maybe I'd go to one again. There's a lot of other places I want to go. Really hoping conventions don't cancel this year. Really hoping. But one already canceled for February, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But I have one in May that, I can't have it be canceled again. I just don't want to. I don't know. I thought about it. I did the Matt's Expanding Universe exclusive T-shirt once to backers of the billboard. I don't know who bought it. I don't know if anyone bought it. I did it for cost because I didn't want to make money off of it. I don't know. First off, I'm not that good with designs. I have some awesome ideas, some funny things, but then at the same time, I don't know. Like, I almost showed everyone the face mask I got, but I think it would piss some people off, so I didn't. people who know me. No, some of my designs or shirts would be slightly offensive to certain people. But Star Wars designs, board game designs, that'd be fun. I'd love to design an actual board game. That'd be a lot of fun, but I'm too stupid. If I was designing a board game, I'd borrow from everything I played and just do a mix of that, because I'm not creative like some of these other guys. I think Josh on the last Saturday morning Samflange, which is great. Josh, my buddy, gives his top 10. And we talk about how incredible it is that Stefan Feld is a school teacher. But yet he's probably one of the smartest people in the world, because he can design these awesome board games, the new mechanisms, just amazing. I don't really have one. A lot of these characters I don't really know that much about. No, but I'll watch it. I'm not opposed to Robert Pattinson being Batman. I'm just not as hyped for it. You're correct. I haven't played not many Star Wars video games, sadly. No, I've never heard of that. That's funny. Oh, so Rosh, I don't know who Rosh is. Sorry. Don't know. Didn't know that. Rumor. So thanks for the news. I don't keep up on that news, but that's interesting. Both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield I thought were great. I think Andrew Garfield's probably one of the best. His movies sucked. His movies are awful, but he was a good Spider-Man. Possibly. Figure out who Rosh is now. Evan Peele's death. What's her face's turn at the end? I can't think of her name right now. But that Jedi would never do that. And she didn't, technically. Oh, I don't know. Gosh. Mandalorians, even though that was retcon too. So Evan Peele would be my number one. one. I'll be doing actually after this Saturday, next Saturday, we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that exact one. I think it's top 5, though. We do top 5s. I tell you what, Vincent, go watch my review. I hated it. Figure out who. Is Rosh a video game character? No way. Is it really? That's awesome. I didn't know that. I was just asking someone the other day. It should be on. It should be on that. Is it? Was it really? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Cobra Kai. Look at that. Is it? No, it's not yet. Maybe it is. Oh, it is. Oh, my goodness. Really? Oh, gosh. Yeah, I would get that, man. Get that in a heartbeat. That's awesome. Thank you. Many didn't know that. Oh, Buffy's great. My wife would want to rewatch those again. True. True. We'll get to talk about that in Saturday Morning Sam Flange. I haven't played it. I saw your review of it. I haven't played it, though. I'd like to. Oh, oh, awesome. That's awesome to hear, Jamie. Really, what made them sick? I'm kidding. Awesome. Oh, I'd love for them to collect the comic strips. That'd be awesome. I don't know if they. Oh, they could. Yeah. Oh, they totally should. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm gonna have to tone this down for a little bit. Let me say I'm not gonna get through these. I'm sorry. Wasted too much time with those questions. Didn't waste time. Anyway, has your wife read any EU? Yes, she read while we were standing in line. She was bored, and she picked up my copy. I was gonna have Dave Dorman sign Dark Empire 2. I don't know why I didn't have Dark Empire 1 for him to sign. May had already seen it before. I can't remember, but I had Dark Empire 2 to sign, and my wife read that, and she absolutely loved it. She was actually going to read the other ones, but no, it wasn't Dark Empire 2. It was Dark Empire 2. It was Crimson Empire 2. I can't remember. It was one of those, and she liked it. But comic books are more her thing. But I don't know. I think maybe she'd want read more comic books, but she didn't read much EU. Not at all, hardly. Any of the children Ewok books, of course. That'd be funny. No, not yet. I don't know if they'd like those cartoons, but I'd definitely give it a whirl with them. That's a great question. Maybe the first Avengers movie? Yeah, he had some weird rules that I just didn't agree with. Oh, I mean, the Ewok Save the Trees board game is for kids, and so I can't wait. That's probably gonna be the first one I'm gonna play with them. I can't wait. Really can't wait. And if they don't like it, oh well, that's fine. Absolutely love it. Love that they're doing that. Yeah, I'll read them. Absolutely, absolutely. I hear they're good. So yeah, but I'll definitely read them. Everyone wants me to talk about that. To mention Canon or Legends, everything was part of it. Yeah. Remember when we used to argue about stupid things? Like we don't like this, we like this, we like this. Yeah. It's crazy to think that, right? Ah, I don't have an address for fan mail. You can just email me at the expanded universe, contact at theexpandeduniverse.com for right now. Thank you though. All right, here we go. Wishful thinking that the sequels being non-canon wouldn't be fair to those who like the films. Well, no, I'm not someone who's like make them non-canon. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they do with them, if they make them non-canon or not. I think they're going to keep them. I don't know why they'd make them non-canon all of a sudden. I know that's the rumor about it. I don't know, but ultimately I don't care. But like I said, we can't say it's not fair to those who like the films because it's not fair to those who like the EU for making the EU non-canon. You know, I don't know. So it's whatever they want. If people enjoy the sequels, great, great. They should. Have Star Wars fans forgotten their feelings of the EU being non-canon? A lot of a lot of people don't like that. Of course, I didn't like it, but I'm over it. I mean, hey, so okay, it's non-canon. That doesn't mean you can't. Don't stop making stories of the Legends universe. That's all I want. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did. It's okay. Oh, really? How far am I off? I didn't recognize. I didn't know that. So yay, hooray! We'll do something fun then. I seriously hold on. Let me go here. Let's see where I'm at. Oh, holy cow! Yes, you are right. Oh wow, that's a lot of people who subscribed in the last few days. What did I do? Oh, top 100s, top 100 board games. I bet those are board game people. That's a lot of people. Wow. That's awesome though. 6,000. How much fun. Appreciate that. For everyone who subscribed. Thank you. I want to get the one New Year's resolution from last year I didn't get done was to print out my Tales of the Galaxy fourth book, and I tried to. We were having issues with the cover; it just wasn't formatting right in the system, and I tried last minute to do it, and we just couldn't get it done in time. So that's one of the first things on my list. Other than that, it's stay positive, push forward. I don't know what happened to those earlier comments. It was before I started the stream, and those comments are gone now. Not to be mean, but Heir to the Empire trilogy. It was great, and I love it. It's in my top 10, but it's not the end all be all. It's great though. It's just not the end all. But I did a very early video about that. Very early before I even had 100 subscribers, before I even had 50 subscribers, I did a video on it that the Timothy Zahn trilogy isn't that. I mean, it's good, but it's not great. Because I was sick and tired of everyone saying Timothy Zahn trilogy is the only thing they should keep, and they should get rid of the rest. And I was like, no, what are you talking about? All right, here we go. I'm not going to catch up with this. I'm so sorry. Babs, you're so popular. I've been saying hello to you. So far behind. I'm so sorry, guys. Sure, yeah, obviously. Yeah, I would. Play board games. Age of Civilization, never played it. Yeah, I think I told you this, Michael. Sadly, Ticket to Ride, I hate that game. Even though I have Urbania, which plays very similar. In fact, all my friends laugh at me. I said, Matt, this is Ticket to Ride, just a different theme. I was like, no, it's not. It's different. It is different, but it is. I see the similarities. But I don't like Ticket to Ride. I love Urbania by Mayfair Games. It's great. Man, I'm so far behind. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not going to get through this. We got to watch some Queen's Gambit tonight. Tell my wife we're going to do that. Okay. Opinion. Should have started earlier, but I couldn't. I was indisposed. I really wanted to start 15 minutes early, get a jump start on all this. Opinion would be more Legends as fans start giving Lucasfilm crap. I mean, everyone's going to be critical, but they're not critical of them getting rid of Legends, I don't think. There's not that many people. More people are just disgruntled with the new stuff. And that's fine. That points them in the direction of what they need to hear. Yeah, and you need to be respectful when you're negative. But at the same time, you know, if they don't like the new stuff, if they gave it a fair shot, then they can complain. Like someone like me, I'm not going to watch it because I know I won't like it. And why would I want to just totally tear down something that someone else may like? May I please share what on this chat? I'm doing the Q&A right now, but I'd love to see your thoughts on it. What would you do if you got work at Lucasfilm? How do you think it'd be helpful? First off, they'd be stupid. And then secondly, if I did ever, I've asked this question every once in a while, but what if they put me in charge of the Legends universe? Obviously I'd go about, you know, making either some short stories, some other regular stories. I'd finish, you know, some of the unfinishable tales, like oddly enough, the Science Adventures in Science book 3, probably wrap that up. I'd give the green light to a few unpublished stuff to come out on the website. I would do Force Unleashed 3 because I want to know what happened to Starkiller. I would then continue on with the main 3 storyline and connecting it to the comic books and go with those stories. I'd bring in Michael Stackpole, Dave Wolferton. I would bring in Troy Denning, Kevin J. Anderson, duh. I'd bring in a lot of those authors. I even asked some of the old Bantam authors if they wanted to come back. Kathy Tyers would definitely get the heads up from me. Karen Travis would probably not want to return to Imperial Commando, so I would assign someone else to finish that off. You know, just get rid of all the cliffhangers and move the story forward. John Ostrander, you know, what if he wants to write prose, if he wants to write for a novel. Chuck Dixon, really like Chuck Dixon, would love for him to write some stuff. So yeah, and you continue Legacy, the comic book series. You would continue Dawn of the Jedi. You would do some more Old Republic, obviously, because that's super popular. I would approve Kyle Katarn stories. I think it was underutilized. I would approve another Lando trilogy. Stat. Yeah. So that's probably what I'd do. I'd get the ball rolling and get that information out there any way I could, like through short stories, comic books. StarWars.com would have its own Legends tab where you could just see all these short stories. Sometimes take fan submissions, and the best short story fan fiction gets posted every month or every week. I don't know. I think that'd be fun. So I do a lot of stuff just to kind of get involved with the fandom more. I'd probably have to get Twitter, which I'd hate, you know, just to interact with people. But I'd do it. I'd open up the forums again, even though no one uses forums, I don't think, anymore. That's what I do. What was the one I told you was mediocre? It's one of the earlier ones. One of the episode 1 books. Cloak of Deception, I think. It wasn't bad. Just wasn't one of his best. It wasn't bad, though. It's kind of slow. See, I can't do anything breaded right now. But thank you, Tyler. Hey, and man, I'm really proud of you for losing that weight. That's awesome. It's a good philosophical question there, Bruce. Why are you here? Check out Bruce, Prince of the Universe podcast. He does okay. He didn't drool. He had 2 beers because we had to talk about Wonder Woman, but that was it. I don't know how far I am behind. I am so far behind. Before the prequels were released, was there any EU material that went into talking about Luke or Leia's mother or any theories? No. I mean, New Jet Order may have said a few things. Tatooine's ghost. It's really about Anakin, though. I think New Jet Order kind of revealed a few other things about it, but not too much. I mean, of course, you have the little red herring from Black Fleet Crisis, but everyone was freaking out about that on the forums. I was like, guys, they're not going to do anything with that. My wife does the pot. She's doing a different diet, but she does popcorn. Yeah, she loves popcorn. Yes, if you remember, the first annual is in the Omnibus, Dark Horse Omnibus. The second annual I do not have. Remember, it's a pictures and a story. I do have digital copies of those, though. I'd love to get it, but it's way too expensive if I ever find it. Oh, it's coming up, dude. Coming up next month. February, I'll start reviewing those. I think February, I'll start reviewing those. I've heard a little bit about that. I haven't seen the trailer yet. You'll have to tell me about it. See, that's why I want to continue that story. That's funny that I didn't even read this, Scott, but I'd like to continue that story. What happened? What happened? He captured Vader. You know, what's the fate of Starkiller? And I would make him a clone. I wouldn't say all this. Is he the real one or is he a clone? He'd be a clone. He'd be a clone. No, probably. I didn't know he was that tall. No, I have not. Manga, I haven't read at all. I'm not really a manga fan. I think Bruce is, though. Not bad, not bad. Hottest of the 80s, Elizabeth Shue, Karate Kid. Yes, did you notice that RC Cola, these are my Mets. Tony gave me these. These are my Mets championship, 108 wins, and then World Series champs, RC Colas that he gave me. But RC Cola was featured on Cobra Kai 3. I was drinking it before it was popular. Remember that, folks. Some say that. I say Elizabeth Shue from Karate Kid. How long have I been watching the shows? I gave up twice on Age of the Shield. Never watched The Immortals. Daredevil was okay. Iron Fist I absolutely loved. I was one of the 2 people outside of that who were in the show who loved Iron Fist. Luke Cage is a great character, but they had nothing for him to do. They really should have teamed him and Iron Fist up. Defenders was terrible. It was so long. Only went 8 episodes, but should have just gone 2. It was so bad and so slow. And Jessica Jones is horrible. Horrible. Made it through the first season, never watched the rest of them. Punisher was good. At least the first season. First season was really good. No, I mothballed it. I took it out. Sorry. Just for I did it. I don't like doing. I mean, I may do. I mean, maybe. I mean, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I need to get with someone who does designs. We'll see. We'll see. Not really much for it, but I know. But here's the thing, Quinlan. The only reason I'm considering it now is because I bought some shirts from some of my favorite YouTubers, and I was like, "That's fun. It's fun to have that stuff." So I can tell people want to get it. So yeah, we'll think about it. I'll think about it. In fact, I think I have someone who told me a long time ago they work in design and would help me out. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try to reach out to them, or I don't know. Maybe someone else. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see. Definitely see. Tobey Maguire was a great Spider-Man. Baris Offee, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. Couldn't think of her name at the point. That's a tail, huh? That's a tail. Yeah, I just saw it on Amazon. It's like $20 for the first 2 seasons. Done. Done. Hey, Stig. How are you? Yes, I thought it was great. I think he's talking about the ones releasing from the Titan magazine. I can't remember what it's called. Star Wars Kids, I think, that turned to Clone Wars. I'd love to see that. Man, Babs, absolutely. I would have your husband, who's a Mets fan, in my gaming group. I'm just kidding. I'd have you in the gaming group too. And Babs, I am thinking about. There's no way that those Kickstarters for those board games are coming in. So I may do a few playthroughs for some things. The only reason I don't do it is because I'm going to miss a rule and a billion people in the comments are going to make something out of it. But I may do that because that would be fun. Do some board game playthroughs. Yeah, there it is. Thank you. That's right. That's right. That's why Stig's so popular. Yeah, and if you want to contribute, if you want to contribute ideas, I have some great ideas that no one picked up, so I decided to do them. I'm not very good at them. They're going to be short posts, but there's this one I just could not stop myself. It's going to dominate the month of January because I just have so much to talk about that subject. I'm not going to reveal it now, but you'll see it starting next week, and I think it's going to go for 2 weeks at least, maybe a third. I want other contributors to contribute to it. I mean, contribute to their own stories. But I just absolutely had I have tons of great ideas. Anyway, it was just a topic that no one was interested in. I had a buddy of mine who was going to do it, suffered a heart attack, and he's doing fine now, but he's just kind of taking it easy now and not doing much else. So that was fine, but he actually got me started on the idea, and I've been wanting it ever since, but I just haven't found anyone to do it. So I talked to him a long time ago and made some notes. I looked back over those notes, studied a little bit more, and there's some interesting stuff I'm going to bring out next week on the on the website. We're getting posts every day, Monday through Friday at least. I want to keep that up for January, which I almost positive I'm going to do that. Keep it up through February, which I'm not too positive I can do that. I need to make sure my contributors are bringing their stuff in. A lot of people told me they have more stuff for me. I'm waiting on officially 4 more stories. I know for sure. And then maybe a few more. Some of them never got back to me, so it's kind of weird. Some of my old people used to post a lot. So hopefully they'll get back to me, or I'll just try to track down them again, because I do want more content on there. And that's one thing I missed out. I just kind of got too busy this summer, and after, what was it, May or June or something, the post started getting light on the site. I never wanted that to happen. Yeah, I'll try to do more of those. Oh, you got Risk? All right, right on. Some of the classics are good. Start with the classics and then build from there. You can look over my top 100 board games, or top whatever, 250, whatever I ranked them recently, and look over them, see what anything catches your eye. Sometimes I say it's a beginner level game or a gateway game. May want to check that out, but check out that. That may give you some ideas. That's my entire collection as of last year. Got some new games you're going to be seeing reviewed starting tomorrow. I agree. Kids can handle it. I didn't even like the expansions though, Michael. I haven't played the Rails and Sails, but I've tried different expansions too, because people told me that, but it just didn't work. Oh, good, Stephen. We may get Bruce to watch that. We may all talk about that first. By the way, I'm 5, 6, 7 chapters in to Wool. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am the second time through. Stephen also will be featured. That's my old roommate. He'll also be featured on the Universe podcast again. I really enjoyed our Wheel of Time reviews with me and Stephen and Bruce. That was so much fun. And Bruce and I were talking about it. I was like, well, let's do another book review thing. This time we're doing the Silo series, which Stephen hasn't read before, but I think he's going to enjoy. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super happy. I got your mic. Look, your mic came in, buddy. Got a third mic for the mixer that I'll be plugging in. Came in yesterday. Haven't plugged it in yet, but it's just like ours. It's gonna be really nice. No more. You have a sub. I think you left one of these other mics here. I don't know. I think that's yours. But I'm gonna plug that into 4 now. But you're gonna have a premium mic now, buddy. Make sure your voice is ringing through there. Starting with lots and lots of baloney, Yub Nub and I will take over completely. Yub Nub will be my vice president. Okay, I'm going to give it 6 more minutes, and I'm going to go. I don't know, man. He's making a contest with himself, isn't he? I love Joe's timeline. It's really good. I don't have HBO Max, so nothing right now. Roadside Picnic? No, I don't think so. Deliver's good. When the Kingpin's in it, he's great. Love it when Kingpin's in it. I have no feelings about that either way, but sure, why not? Keep reading. Keep reading the EU. Cloak and Dagger, never watched. Runaways, Inhumans, never watched. Agent Carter, absolutely despised it. Watched 6 episodes, had to turn it off, had to stop. It was awful. Oh, Immortals isn't part of the Immortals. Or no, it was Inhumans. Inhumans. Excuse me, it was Inhumans. I never saw. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. I wish they would have. I loved Shadow Games with him in it. I wish they would have done more with him. Sure, yeah, why not? Yeah, love the X-Wing books. I think they're great. Not yet. Still got to watch Queen's Gambit tonight. They're the same person. I don't know. Jason. Look, someone said probably Jason. Shut up! I got to the bottom. I got to the bottom. Here it is. Look at that, speeding through it there. 3 minutes left to go. In retrospect, do you think it's kind of funny that Obi-Wan just kept his Jedi clothes on Tatooine instead of disguising himself as non-Jedi? Well, I think he's a hermit. I think he's in a desert planet, so maybe he thought he'd fit in. If you look at Owen's clothes, he basically looks like a Jedi too, right? Uncle Owen and everything. So maybe he just figured, why not? I fit in. I don't have to change clothes, or I have these Jedi robes. I mean, yeah, it is kind of funny, but I know what you mean. But yes, but I have zero anticipation for it. I played Queen's Gambit this past weekend with my buddy Josh. I think it was last week with Josh. He absolutely loved it. He ranked it number 62 in his top 100 games of all time. And to be higher, I think, if he had it. It's an amazing game, and I won with the Trade Federation. I've only seen it happen once. Someone played against someone who was brand new and won. So I think that's the only way it can happen. But I'll be honest, he didn't win because he was brand new. He didn't lose because he was brand new. He lost because he had the worst rolls in the world. It was amazing. He had terrible luck. He'll tell you that too. There's no way the Trade Federation wins. That was very rare, like 10% of the time, maybe. I'm not much into video games, so I wouldn't know. I don't even know what's coming out. Don't know what Minot conspiracy is. Sorry. No, it's not. What are you talking about? This is not the bottom. I'm kidding. Don't know that many horror movies, but I love horror movies. Don't know what the tent. I don't know what's coming out in 2021, or not as much. Who knows what's coming out in 2021, right? It's all hearsay. You guys are trying to ram these things in at the last minute here. I see what you're doing. The board game. What? I don't know. The Seven Towers Young Reader series and Alien Chronicles trilogy. I don't think they do. But I don't know. Wow, Josh, you are a trooper, man. All right. Thoughts on the Death Trooper story, the zombies, not the stormtroopers in black. Armor. I like Death Troopers. I thought it was great. Oh, dang. I don't remember. It's been so long. But I love West End Games. So anything from West End Games is awesome. He never mentioned, George Lucas never mentioned Canon. It was just his story and Lucasfilm's story. Oh, that makes sense. Joe, right? Of course Joe is. I've heard about Aliens Chronicles before. But anyway, all right. Hey, guys, gotta go. Gotta watch stuff with the missus. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a lot of fun. Tomorrow, board game review. Friday, board game review. Thursday, more civilized age. Saturday, more than Simulflange is Saturday. And then we start regular schedule again. You know, it's going to be so much fun. 3-match span of universes. Board game review probably on Friday. Don't know if I'll do another, but I can stretch this out a little bit. I want to do 2, I guess, maybe Friday and Saturday. I don't know. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and you know, be well, I guess. See you later.